Over the last few years, I've collected and built quite a few retro computers. Some of these machines now are over 40 years old. And quite honestly, replacing some of them would be almost impossible. I finally decided it's time to improve the security around the workshop. And Reolink have kindly sent me a brand new TrackFlex Floodlight Wi-Fi camera for review. So I thought, what a better time, let's actually get this installed on the shed. And today we're going to find out if this thing is actually good enough to protect all of this. So on that note, let's crack on. Now this isn't just another camera. It's got dual cameras. It's got AI tracking. It's got two bright LED floodlights. It's got AI video search, and apparently it will track and follow somebody as they move around your property. To be honest, they're pretty big claims. So today we're going to put every single one to the test. So let's get to some unboxing and just see what's actually inside this box. Now the box itself is quite big, which gives you an idea of probably how big the camera is. So I'm just going to get this open and we're going to have a look together. So you can see already it's nicely packaged. We have the main unit here, which is quite big, but then again, if you remember your old floodlights, they were big anyway, and you've got two ears here like floodlights, and to be honest, looks like something out of Wall-E, doesn't it? It's like a little robot. So we'll just put that to one side down here. We also have a box of gubbins here. We have a mounting plate. I think basically that's it. Yeah, that's it for the box. As I said before, there's two cameras. One is a 4K and the other one is a 1080p tracking camera with 6x zoom. What the 1080p one does apparently is it tracks into the object that's moving, so you get a close-up shot, as well as a 4K ride. I can't say it, as long as a 4K wide angle shot. So it should be good, hopefully, and give you plenty of coverage where you need to do. But also this thing moves itself. It actually tracks and follows the subjects as well without you having to follow them around. Now it can either mount from the back or it can mount from the top. Now I want to mount mine from the top so it's sat like so in the corner of my shed. So if anybody comes through the gate or tries to get access to my doors, it should home in on there and zoom and alert my phone. Now it does have sensors all around, as you can see, and here's a mount. It's got a handy little spirit gauge in there as well in case you need it to get it level. I guess that's when you mount it that way. It is mains powered. That is one thing. You will have to make sure you got mains. Now me being in the shed, I've got plenty of mains available, so I could soon get this wired up and done. So let's just have a look in the box. It does look very well made, and what we do have here, let's just have a quick look around the camera. It does look very well made. You have got a little thing here. Here you've got a USB-C and also a microSD slot, so we can put storage in this, store image locally, so you don't need to pay for cloud storage. So that is another good thing with this camera. A lot of cameras nowadays are locked behind monthly subscriptions to get them to work, and you end up paying more than the camera in subscriptions. So to me, that was a no-brainer. This thing does not have any subscriptions. Let's have a look what we have in this box here. So in this box, we have a USB-C lead. Now, I'm thinking we need to power this up beforehand, connect it to the Wi-Fi, get it set up. We have some little tools. I guess that's a little reset dongle and some Phillips screws, I guess, there to mount it. We have a Reolink track manual, which is quite substantial. Let me just have a quick look around it. Oh yeah, setup camera. So there is a QR code there to install the software, and we'll get that on in a minute. We also have, what else have we got in here? I guess these are different mounts and ways for joining wires and different screws. I'm not quite sure what they're for. I've never seen them. And then we also have some other gubbins like safety warnings. What else are we? I can't get in there. Here you go. I've got a sticker, plenty of stickers for my window. So I will stick one of them in the corner of the window just to say we are security. 24/7 video security by Reolink. It's just that extra peace of mind in it when you're away on holidays or when you're away somewhere out for the day at a retro convention. You can just get on your phone to your neighbour. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to scan the QR code and download the software. Let's see if we can get this working on the phone. I have got a dongle here, so we're going to try this to get this on screen for you. I think we'll just follow the instructions. We'll press start. Do you agree to the terms and conditions? I agree. Allow it to send me notifications. Allow. Right, add new device. I guess we press that. Reolink that. Please allow your access to take your camera. Allow. Scan the QR code. On the back of that light there, you can see there's a QR code here. Power on your floodlight. I'm just going to plug it into this USB-C at the bottom. I presume you can plug the camera in this way. Well, we'll find out, won't we, guys? So I've done that. Yes, I've actually got a light. So I think things are going to work. So next, press and hold the reset button until you hear voice input. Now this is what this little dongle's for here. This little tool. This one here. So press and hold the reset until I hear the voice.
Welcome to Reolink. Please install the Reolink app and scan the QR code on the camera.
It was already talking to me anyway. Okay. I have heard the voice played by the device. Next. Ha! Didn't go well, did it? Or did I not press reset enough?
Welcome to Reolink. Please install the Reolink app and scan the...
There you go. I mustn't have pressed the reset. Oh, look at that. He's moving. He's alive with a wire in his head. It's like a little robot. So, always allow while using this amp. So now I need to enter my password without you guys seeing. I'm going to blur this out. I guess mainly it would work off a 5-volt power supply, this camera, but I think because of these two big humongous floodlights, that is why it requires the mains power. So it's asking for new update software for it. So let's just update it anyway while we're here on the desk, because I guess it's a bit easier. But I guess you can do this on the fly anyway with the app. The app itself seems to be very stable and very good. I mean, I had that issue with connecting, but that was my own fault for not following the instructions fully. I'm holding this in like it said, because as soon as I reset that, it came straight back on. After a series of failed attempts, your camera will temporarily lock itself for a few minutes. Now, that's another good option, isn't it? Because if somebody's trying to hack it. So name your device. Back garden. See, also as well, when I come out here in winter, I've got no actual lights around my shed. So as I come in now, it should light up my entrance to my shed. So it's going to solve lots of problems for me, this is in one. You see the cameras are a bit blurry at the moment. That's because it's still got that plastic over it. But I'm going to leave that to last minute because that's my favourite part, is pulling this plastic off. So join me in the garden. going through the app, this is what you're presented with as soon as you load in your app. Down below you got 4 buttons, which are Home, Library, Explore and Me. Explore, you hit this and he basically takes you to a web page to explore about all their other devices, etc., which is good. There's loads of stuff on there. Now when you click one of the cameras, it opens up this other screen here, which basically changes from white to black. Now on here you've got your PTZ controls if you wanted, so you can actually maneuver your cameras around manually if you wanted to look at something, which is quite cool. As you can see, I just revolve around the garden here. So if we just hold it like that, it will just spin around. You can see a whole of my garden. Now if I hit this one here, this is a home point I've set. So if we just click that picture there, it should return to the monitor point there, which is my home point, which is where I've set it to look at the door. So now we've gone over the software bit, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go out, I'm going to do some recording so you can see some live footage being captured in different times of the day. I'm going to do some in the morning, I'll also do some at night as well, so you can see the difference with the lights, etc. And you can have a look yourself at the quality it records, and hopefully you enjoy it. So sit back and watch this little montage. What do you think? Would I trust this to protect my retro collection? Actually, I do feel a lot safer now I've got this camera installed, because even if I'm around or up the road or even in the house, if anybody tries to get in the shed, it alerts me. What I like about this camera especially is the floodlights, because that's next to deterrent, but also it's helpful for me in the dark when I try to get in the shed, because in winter it goes very dark outside. Being mains operated may be bad for some people. I think it's the best thing, because yeah, you can get the solar powered ones, I get that, you can get the battery powered ones you charge up, but this I know is going to work all the while as long as I've got power, which generally the power system in this shed is actually spot on. So if you've got any questions about this camera, then just leave them down below in the comment. And if you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, I'm not doing reviews all the while. This is just a one-off. There's now and again I get a few things and I think I'm going to share that with you guys. Next week, we'll be back on some retro. I've got a Mac SE13 for repair. So on that note, I shall see you next time on Retro for You. See you soon, guys. Bye.